Oi, who do I have to plow to get a drink around here?
Give him a quick teabag. Press Z. You got it. Right on his head. Can you help? You need me to show you how you do it? Okay, this is how you properly teabag. You first step, find the head. This is the head right here. Step 2, position your feet on either side of said head. Okay? Down. And then back up. Right? Down. And then back up.
Quiet, dwarf, or I'll gut you like a stuck pig.
I would enjoy seeing you try.
Oi, get over here, you.
Hold up, I'm getting stoned.
What sorcery is this?
Little bitch.
You what now? You must bow down to Igaraz, your god and king. Hey guys, I'm the Roleplay Gamer and I like to party. This is Kings and Heroes. Fair warning, this is early access and quite early indeed, but just enough of the features work for it to be fun. It's, well, as you can see, it's a first-person dungeon crawl. There is an overworld that will have more content later on. There will be stuff like mining and whatnot if there isn't in there already. There is crafting and supposedly it's going to be quite important, and maybe I don't know enough about it to say whether it's going to be deep, but the devs have said that crafted gear is going to be the best gear in the game, so I'm certainly excited for that. So this is a random dungeon. I've just picked a small, easy one. Easy does not mean really that easy. It's still hard. At least it is for a low-level wizard like myself. I'll show you my character here in a mo. Here we go. Igaraz. Why did I call him that? I don't know. I was just couldn't think of a better name. It sounded goblin-like. So I am a goblin wizard who is neutral evil. Yes, you can pick your alignment, and you actually roll the character. You roll stats here. They don't all. I don't think they all do stuff that's very important left, but sorry, yet rather. But some of them do, like the combat skills and whatnot. But this will all eventually have some sort of meaning, and it you know, I'm pretty excited for it. It looks like a lot of fun. When you get in town, and even in the dungeons, if you can find a group. I unfortunately couldn't get anyone to join me, so I'm doing this solo, which is a shame. It would have been fun to have people to bounce off of here, but there's voice chat built into the game, and the best thing about it is you can't turn it off. I'm given to understand that most people actually roleplay and very badly in this game. It's pretty fun. So you know, as you saw from the intro there, oh, get away from me! No, you know, let's just teleport out of here for a mo. There we go. We'll talk about what the wizard can do in a second. Yeah, as you saw from the intro there, I tried. I did get some people reacting to me. I suppose you got to assume that not everyone has a microphone or has it plugged in, but it's certainly got the potential to have some crazy shenanigans going all up in here. I can definitely see this being a lot of fun with some friends. So when you group up, I believe it's a... Oh shit, get me out of here. When you group up, I believe it's a maximum of 8, party of 8. And there's actually collision detection, so the tanks can actually tank, like, properly by body blocking the enemy. The AI is not, like, fantastic. It's really easy to sort of game them in terms of aggro and whatnot. But once you got them, you know, they do a lot of damage. So I don't know necessarily what to say. Like, the AI itself is not the best, but that doesn't mean that it's too easy. As you can see from all this. I might just get out of here. I usually don't have this much trouble, but again, it's randomly generated, so this shit is bound to happen. I might just get in there, yeah, get in there with a close range, high power spell. So like I said, this is a small, easy dungeon. Small isn't tiny though. It does take, I would guess like at least 20 minutes to get through, if not more, I think, if memory serves. But I don't think I've gone through enough to really say for sure what sort of deviation in time we're looking at here. It's in performance-wise, it's inconsistent. When it runs well, it runs, you know, pretty darn well. It's a solid 60. It doesn't feel unplayable in the slightest. I think the biggest issue is probably with lag and whatnot, because there aren't too many servers. There's only the option of US and Europe. I'm on the US because that tends to be a better option for Australians. But, you know, and I think you get 5 or 6, I think you get 5 character slots per server. So yeah, the wizard is, oh shit, okay, we got some trouble here. We got people, oh see, I didn't see the other guy. Yeah, there's some interesting abilities in that, you know, you can get ambushed pretty easily and you can get stun locked. Not irreparably stun locked, like as you've seen, I have gotten out of it using my teleport. And almost everything actually drops loot, which I love. And you can regularly, like the first dungeon I did, I was upgrading my loot like every room. It was really good. So I'm looking for spell. This is good across the board. Fiery, heavy, shod staff of incinerating. That's definitely something I want to use because that's going to up my spell damage and, well, just everything, really. I don't think I've picked anything else up. Hang on. Decayed Shoulders. It looks like I can actually wear these, is that right? But it doesn't up my spell damage. Hang on. Can we compare them? Oh, maybe I don't think I was wearing shoulders at all. That's fine. That's not a problem. Dreadroot. Like I said, there's crafting. I haven't delved into it yet. A ring. This is good because I'm still like... I'll show you the world maybe later. It's the overworld, the main city hub. It's pretty big, so it can be difficult to find where everything is. So there's certainly an element of I don't know what's in the game and I just haven't found yet, and I don't know what's not in the game yet, if that makes sense. Oh, I really want to wear the Corrupted Helm, but it's gonna drop my spell power significantly. So I'll leave it like that for now. Hang on. Let's just have a look at old Igorez. Oh shit, no. So you can only play... What is happening here? Okay, there we go. You can only play first person, but you can view your character in third person, which I really appreciate. So clearly they want you to play first person only, but they understand that you want to see how cool your character looks. And so you can do that, and you can, you know, you can crouch and whatnot, but that's pretty much it. Once you start moving, it snaps back to first person. But I don't know, man. You know, if I were to see this, I can understand some reactions of like, this looks crappy. You know, I would not blame you for saying that, but I'm actually having fun with it. Even when I'm not grouped, I find it fun. It's simple. It's instant gratification. Just with all the loot that you get, and it's all useful. At least it is for me at the current juncture. You can get more skills later on. I think I've got to get to level 6 before I can buy my first spell, I think. So there are trainers. Some of them are hard to find because the overall town is big. It feels like a proper town. Like it puts Skyrim cities to shame, and I love that. There's also like a wilderness around it that's even badder ass than the dungeons. They actually warn you not to go out there, and I think the way it works, I could just be talking out of my ass here, but I think the way it works is maybe that's where you go to mine and gather resources, if that's a thing. I'm pretty sure it is, because you can make pickaxes. I've done that. But I haven't ventured out yet because I'm still squishy and low level. The max level is 50, and there's heaps of level 50s running around. Here we go. it's hard to get those level 50s in your party naturally. But even the, you know what, I think people, they're a little bit scared, which is counterintuitive, I think. You know, if you're playing an online game, you can't be scared of people and strangers. Because I literally invited everyone who was online. You know, low levels, high levels, everyone. You'd think that maybe a couple level 1s would want to join my group. No, I think they're just really, they're really scared and hesitant to get all in that. They just don't know what I'm going to do. I might just voice chat them in a goblin-y voice all day. Like, I will do that. But only because it's fun. Good times. But yeah, look, despite the inconsistent performance, it's... Oh, shit. Can I please just... Oh, I'm stuck. I'm real stuck. There we go. Okay. Despite the inconsistent performance, once you're playing the game, it's solid enough, you know? It's responsive. I think I'm going to die here. I think I'm going to die. Get me out. No. We're good. I'm pretty sure you can get potions as well for when you know, shit hits the fan. And there we go. I'm done. I am done. See, this is why you need a group. I absolutely could have made it through that on my own, you know. No question, if I was maybe a little bit more careful. Let's respawn here. And look, I've only got the one character so far, and he's neutral evil, like I said. So I'm not 100% sure on this, but looking at the footage, the other footage on YouTube that I've seen, not everyone's afterlife looks like this. So I'm guessing that this actually depends on your alignment, which is really cool. I'm really interested to see how alignment works in the future. Like I said, it's early access. It's just the basic game here. There's going to be like quests and shit later on. I don't think they're necessarily going to be traditional quests like you would expect from a single player game. They might be like, you know, you go into this dungeon and you find an item and you bring it back to the overworld, to the main town of Everdale. I think that's what it's called. There it is, Everdale. And you can do some quest around that or something like that. It's interesting. I'm really excited to see where this goes. All right, here we are back in Everdale. The devs seem pretty active and, you know, fixing issues fairly regularly, which I appreciate. Before I bought the game, people were complaining of really long load times. I haven't gotten that at all, so I think they've actually fixed that. The load times are not unreasonable at all for me, and it's not like I've got an SSD or anything like that, so that's all pretty good. It seems like the biggest cause of performance inconsistencies at the moment is the lag. But here we go. This is sort of where it all happens. This is the tavern, the main tavern. And I love the way you get a dungeon, you get a quest. We're not going to do another one. I'm just going to show you the process. You just sit down at one of these tables and, you know, you talk to one of these guys and there's a whole bunch of different races. I don't think they necessarily have a bearing on what kind of dungeon you get. It's just, you know, they put a whole bunch of them there so that all the tables don't get filled up. You click create, you pick your size. I did a small. You pick your difficulty. As you can see, it goes all the way up to insane. And then you pick your theme, you know, which dungeon you want to do. I've only got 2 unlocked at the moment, Crypts and Cave. I think they've got like a hellish kind of volcanic theme, maybe. They got a few themes already. But, you know, I'll get there. What level am I? Can we stand up, please? There we go. Okay. I am a level that is almost level 6. That's all right. I really like the itemization. You know, how it looks. That's like one of the best parts of an action RPG for me. It's got to be fast paced and someone shooting me. This is very common. This is what happens. You get off me, she-elf. You can't actually do any damage to people. And just for FYI, so you don't think I'm going crazy here. When I put on the absolutely terrible Goblin accent, that is, I'm voice chatting there. I'm hitting V, and everyone can hear me. You can't turn it off. So there you go. Look at this. Just going nuts on me. Why? Why have you done this? What did I ever do to you? Porcelain. If you guys really want to see, I'll show you character creation in another video. I feel like creating a more you know, up close melee character. I'd like that. Maybe a dwarf, because you know I love dwarves. Then I can run around saying shit like, I wish I could summon a legion of dwarves, fully armed and filthy. So that's the main tavern. That's where you get your quests, just like I showed you. There's also the... Well, I'll show you the map here. It's pretty big, right? So you've got the tavern in the middle, the market district, which is where you can buy certain things. I don't think that's fully done yet. They're going to expand on that later, but you can color your armor and whatnot. You can dye it, which is pretty cool. The trade district, which is where you can learn certain crafting disciplines. I think there are only 3 so far. There's 2 that work and one other one that will work, I think. I think there's an alchemist around here somewhere.
How can I help?
That's the weaponsmith. As you can see, like, there's actual lip syncing, which surprised me, and it looks pretty good. These guys, they're great. They actually look great. I actually think it looks like... I've said actually way too many times, but I think the game looks really good. You know, there's a certain style that's going for, and I think it's nailed it. Everything looks like it's a plasticine animation or something, and I don't mind it at all. I think it's absolutely nailed, you know, the aesthetic it's going after, and I think it looks really good as a result. This is the armor smith. I think, at least for now, you can only make like heavy armor and whatnot. And this is the ranger tog, which I think allows you to make, yeah, different kinds of arrows and traps and whatnot. There's nothing specific for wizards yet, I don't think. I have found an alchemist somewhere, but they didn't actually have anything to sell. And otherwise, crafting works by going over to one of these things. There's a few of these around town. But you click on this bad boy, and it's really as simple as just clicking. And it gets broken down to its basic elements, to the basic resources. And then you can use those resources to craft. You know, eventually. Well, you can do it now for certain things, like weapons and armor. It's really cool. I will admit, this is tedious a little bit, you know, as it stands. There really needs to be a way to queue all this shit up. But for now, you know, the basic functionality is there. And it's really cool. There's also the wizard district, which is where you can buy some wizard spells. So you don't level up in the regular sense. You actually have to go to a trainer and buy. So it's like, I think how it works is you buy abilities, and the abilities are unlocked once you reach a certain level. So once you get to level 6, for example, then you can buy level 6 abilities, that sort of thing. I haven't actually been to the sanctuary or the cemetery yet. I assume that's where clerics hang out. Then you've got the vineyard and the Wilshin farm. And the Thief's End, you know, right up north there. It's pretty good. I think there are 5 classes: Wizard, Guardian, which is like a warrior tank, Ranger, Thief, and Cleric. I think that's all of them. And there are goblins, orcs, humans, elves, and dwarves. Oh, and halflings. There are halflings as well. And any race can be any class. It's really good. So we're going out into the wild. I haven't done this before. I'm a little bit scared. I think it's populated. When it first came out, I think they had to... Like a couple weeks ago, it started in early access. Released in early access. And they had to remove all the beasts from the wilderness because it was chugging the servers or something. But as you can see, there's shit out here. I mean, look at this. Look at the map. There's all this stuff. There's going to be towns and shit. All this shit you can do. Now, I don't want to get overexcited in that, you know, it's early access and you can't assume that it's going to be finished, but I don't know. I've got hope. I've got hope that the devs are really passionate about this. And they've got a strong, clear vision, and I'm on board with it. I want to see where it leads them, and what kind of shit we can do. This is just a light spell, meaning a spell that produces light. I haven't come across anything yet. Let's just finish off by finding high ground and see if we can get a good view. What's going on? What's happening here? What? Why? I think that is a great way to end the video. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to gently caress that like button. It needs love like everything does. Taste the game, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. Roleplay Gamer, out.